Hello and welcome to the Rockbridge Regional Library Storytime. My name is Miss Wendy and I am so glad to have you here today. We're going to sing some songs, we're going to read some books, and we're going to learn a few things, which is wonderful. So why don't we get started? We always start with our hello song, and it goes like this. It uses sign language. So you'll salute to say hello, and then friends are your two fingers, and they give each other a hug. And then it's time to say hello. Okay, let's do it twice. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello again. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. So before we get too far down the road, I wanted to talk to you about the days of the week. We haven't talked about the days of the week in a couple weeks. So why don't we look at my list here and see if we can figure out what day it is today. So let's see, we've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So how many days do we have in a week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right, we've got 7 days. So I think what we should do is sing our song and see if we can figure out what day it is today. So if you put your 7 fingers up for the 7 days, and this is how it goes. Every week has 7 days. See how many you can say. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What is today? So what day is it today? Well, it's story time day. That's right, it's Wednesday! Middle of the week, Wednesday. All right, well, let's sing our song one more time. Okay, 7 fingers. Here we go. Every week has 7 days. See how many you can say. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What is today? That's right, it's Wednesday, it's story time. So let's get started. I have a question for you. Are you ready for a story? I am. I've been very excited to read again. We missed last week. We had to take a break. All right, are you ready for a story? Excellent, here we go. We'll start with clapping your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. Okay, what should we do next? Let's stomp our feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. Okay, what should we do for the third one? Something where we move around a little bit. Let's just wiggle. Okay. If you're ready for a story, do a wiggle. If you're ready for a story, do a wiggle. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, do a wiggle. That always makes me laugh. Okay, and then finally, of course, if you're ready for a story, sit real still. Are you ready to sit down and listen to a story? If you're ready for a story, sit real still. Can you freeze? If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, sit real still. Oh, it's hard to freeze, but we're going to stay still and listen to a story. But before we do that, let's take 5 deep breaths. That way we can bring oxygen into our body and it helps us to relax and get ready to read. Okay, so we put our first finger and our thumb together and we take a deep breath in and hold it. And out. And then your middle finger and thumb, deep breath in, deep breath out. And your ring finger and thumb, deep breath in, deep breath out. Your pinky and thumb, deep breath in, deep breath out. And thumbs up because you're feeling good. Deep breath in, deep breath out. That always helps me to feel ready to read. Okay, let's find out what our first book is today. You may or may not know that this month, the month of March, is National Women's History Month. So all month I want to read stories about cool women and girls. Now this is a really fun one. This is about a little girl who really wants to build something, but she finds it a little bit frustrating and hard. But do you think she gives up? No, she doesn't. Okay, this is called Rosie, Revere, Engineer, and it's by Andrea Beaty and illustrated by David Roberts. And this comes to us from Abrams Books for Young Readers. This is the story of Rosie Revere, who dreamed of becoming a great engineer. In Lila Greer's classroom at Blue River Creek, young Rosie sat shyly, not daring to speak. There she is. But when no one saw her, she peeked in the trash for treasures to add to her engineer's stash. And late at night, Rosie rolled up her sleeves and built in her hideaway under the eaves. Ooh. Wow. Alone in her attic, the moon high above, dear Rosie made gadgets and gizmos she loved. And when she grew sleepy, she hid her machines far under the bed where they'd never be seen. When Rosie was young, she had not been so shy. She worked with her hair swooping over one eye and made fine inventions for uncles and aunts, a hot dog dispenser and helium pants. And look, there's the hot dog dispenser. All right, I see some paper towel rolls there. This looks like something we might be able to build at home. There she is. The uncle she loved most was Zookeeper Fred. She made him a hat to keep snakes off his head. From parts of a fan and some cheddar cheese spray, which everyone knows keeps pythons away. Okay, I confess I did not know that spray cheddar cheese would keep a python away. Now I do. And when it was finished, young Rosie was proud. But Fred slapped his knee and he chuckled out loud. He laughed till he wheezed and his eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere's. She looked at the cheese hat, then looked away, and she stood embarrassed, perplexed, and dismayed. "I love it," Fred hooted. "Oh, truly I do." But Rosie Revere knew that could not be true. She stuck the cheese hat on the back of her shelf, and after that day, she kept her dreams to herself. And that's how it went until one autumn day. Her oldest relation showed up for a stay. Her great-great-aunt Rose was a true dynamo, who worked building planes a long time ago. She told Rosie tales of things she had done and goals she had checked off her list one by one. There she is making planes. She gave a sad smile as she looked to the sky. The only thrill left on my list is to fly. That's what her great-great Aunt Rose wants. But time never lingers as long as it seems. I'll chalk that one up to old lady dreams. That night, Rosie lay wide-eyed in bed. A daring idea crept into her head. Could she build a gizmo to help her aunt fly? She looked at the cheese hat and said, "No, not I." But questions are tricky, and some hold on tight, and this one kept Rosie awake all through the night. So when dawn approached and red streaks lit the sky, young Rosie knew just how to make her aunt fly. Ooh! She worked and she worked till the day was half gone. She hauled her cheese copter out onto the lawn to give her invention a test just to see the ridiculous flop it might turn out to be. Well, at least there's a little cute bird on top. Strapped into the cockpit, she flipped on the switch. The helio cheese copter sputtered and twitched. It floated a moment and whirled round and round, then froze a heartbeat and crashed to the ground. When Rosie heard laughter and turned round to see the old woman laughing and slapping her knee. She laughed till she wheezed and her eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere's, who thought, "Oh no, 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 not ever again. I will try to build something to sputter or spin, or build with a lever or a switch or a gear, and never will I be a great engineer." Uh-oh. She wants to give up. She turned round to leave, but then great Aunt Rose grabbed hold of young Rosie and pulled her in close, and hugged her and kissed her and started to cry. "You did it! Hooray! It's a perfect first try. This great flop is over. It's time for the next." Young Rosie was baffled, embarrassed, perplexed. "I failed," said dear Rosie. "It's just made of trash. Didn't you see it? The cheese copter crashed." "Yes," said her great aunt, "it crashed, that is true. But first it did just what you needed it to. Before it crashed, Rosie, before that, it flew." Oh, your brilliant first flop was a raging success. Come on, let's get busy. And on to the next. She handed a notebook to Rosie Revere, who smiled at her aunt as it all became clear. Life might have failures, but this was not it. The only true failure can come if you quit. They worked till the sun sneaked away to its bed, and Aunt Rose tied her headscarf around Rosie's head and sent her to sleep with a smile ear to ear, to dream bold dreams of a great engineer. At Blue River Creek, all the kids in grade 2 build gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys too. With each perfect failure, they all stand and cheer, but none quite as proud as Rosie Revere. The end. Isn't that nice? Okay, well, I love that book. It's wonderful. It teaches you never to give up. And I don't think Rosie will ever give up. She's going to figure that plane out soon enough. Okay, well, let's move around a little bit. After we read, it's always good to get up and move around. So I thought this week we should do one of my favorites again, because I would love for you all to learn it. It's called Big Red Bus. It has lots of big movements and it's a lot of fun. So here's how it goes. So Big Red Bus We have a big red bus in town, don't we? And this is my big steering wheel. And then you have a mini steering wheel. And then you're going to have a Ferrari. And that means your hair blows because you know it's a convertible. And then there's also a jumbo jet. There's a helicopter. There's a rocket. So if you can try to follow along with those movements, you're going to learn the song in no time. Okay, here's how it goes. We'll start with our hands wide. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Big red bus, mini, 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 and a big red bus. Big red bus, mini, 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 and a big red bus. Ferrari, Ferrari, mini, 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 and a big red bus. Ferrari, Ferrari, mini, 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 and a big red bus. Now we're ready for jumbo jet. So we stick our arms out like this. Okay, ready? Jumbo jet, helicopter, helicopter, jumbo jet, helicopter, helicopter, jumbo jet, a rocket, helicopter, helicopter, jumbo jet, a rocket, helicopter, helicopter, jumbo jet. Very good. It's hard to keep up with all those movements, but it's a lot of fun. So we're going to learn that song this month, and it's going to be awesome. Okay, let's get to another book. Okay, now, we all know the story of Cinderella. But have you ever heard the story of Interstellar Cinderella? Because this is a fun story. Okay, and this is written by Deborah Underwood and illustrated by Meg Hunt. Interstellar Cinderella. Ooh, look at all these tools. And this is brought to us by Chronicle Books. Once upon a time, on a planetoid, amid her tools and sprockets, a girl named Cinderella dreamed of fixing fancy rockets. She fixed the robot dishwashers and zoom brooms in her care. But late each night she snuck away to study ship repair. Ooh, she wants to fix spaceships. One day, her wicked stepsisters came dashing in, excited. The Prince's Royal Space Parade! Our family's invited! I wish that you could come, my dear. Alas, no room. Although, why don't you fix that broken ship and fly it to the show? My toolbox, Cinderella cried. We're stranded here, I guess. But Murgatroyd the mouse sent out a cosmic SOS. Right, there's her buddy the mouse, and they took off with her toolbox. How is she supposed to fix the ship to get there? I'm here, your fairy god robot. I'll make you brand new tools. You'll need a spacesuit too, of course. Atomic blue with jewels. This power drum will speed your ship across the starry night. It only lasts till midnight. After that, your ship won't fly. Oh, boy. Oh, thank you, Cinderella said. She quickly fixed the rocket, then tucked the sonic socket wrench inside her spacesuit pocket. She zoomed past stars and nebula and parked beside a moon. The space parade was glorious. Each starship made her swoon. That means she just really admired all of them. At last the royal ship approached, her heart filled with yearning. The ship of Cinderella's dreams. But heavens, what was burning? The prince's spaceship jerked and hissed and spewed a cloud of grit. The prince hopped out. Oh, blast! What now? My chief mechanic quit. But Interstellar Cinderella knew just what to do. She zip-zapped with her socket wrench. The ship was good as new. The prince invited her aboard. "Last stop, Galactic Hall," he said. "I hope you'll join me for the gravity-free ball." That sounds like fun. They talked for hours of rocket ships. The time went whizzing by. Then Cinderella saw the clock and said, "I have to fly." "But wait," the prince called after her. "Please tell me how to find." The girl was gone, but she had left her socket wrench behind. The prince set a transmission to the furthest edge of space. "I'll search the cosmos for her. How I wish I'd seen her face." "The prince's ship," Grazilla screeched. Her sister squealed in fear. "The prince won't marry one of us if Cinderella is here." Their mother said, "Don't worry, he won't find her in this house. I've trapped her in the attic with that useless robot mouse." The prince's cargo door revealed a broken craft within. The girl I seek can fix a ship. So, who'd like to begin? You think they're going to be able to do it? Doesn't look like it. He gave the sonic socket wrench to one, then to the other. Alas, they couldn't fix the ship, and neither could their mother. Oh boy. Cinderella struggled, but the space rope held her tight till Murgatroyd's robotic teeth cut through it with one bite. "Good job, Murgatroyd!" "The ship, it's leaving! Wait! What is this?" She made a fast repair, then strapped a rusty jetpack and blasted through the air. That's right. She landed right beside the prince. "That wrench is mine," she cried. She quickly fixed the ailing ship. The prince said, "Be my bride." She thought this over carefully. Her family watched in panic. "I'm far too young for marriage, but I'll be your chief mechanic." Sounds like a good deal. Amid their fleet of sparkling ships and friends both old and new, a joyful Cinderella cried, "My stars, dreams do come true." Good for her. The end. Not so bad. I hope you enjoyed that book of Interstellar Cinderella. That is so fun. And I love that she just builds and repairs. Okay, now we've read another book. It's time to move around. Now this song is like a story, and it's about pirates. Now I'm not reading about pirates today, but that doesn't matter because it also has counting, and counting is fun. Okay, so here's how it goes. We're just going to do it together because we're going to do it 5 times, so I think you'll catch on. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. When I was 1, I had some fun. And then you do this. On the day I went to sea, and then we're going to jump. I jumped aboard my pirate ship, and the captain said to me, we salute. Oh, we go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea. Okay, so that's how it goes. Now we're going to do 2, and we're going to buckle our shoe. Okay. When I was 2, I buckled my shoe. On the day I went to sea, I jumped aboard my pirate ship, and the captain said to me, oh, we go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea. Okay, now we're 3, and we're gonna step on a bee, and it's gonna hurt. So we're gonna go, ouch! Okay, here we go. When I was 3, I stepped on a bee. Ow! On the day I went to sea, I jumped aboard my pirate ship, and the captain said to me, oh, we go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea. Okay, now we're 4, and we're gonna shut the door, okay? When I was 4, I shut the door. On the day I went to sea, I jumped aboard my pirate ship, and the captain said to me, oh, we go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea. And now finally, we're 5, and we learn to drive. What? 5-year-olds shouldn't drive. So that's 5, so here we go. When I was 5, I learned to drive. What? On the day I went to sea, I jumped aboard my pirate ship, and the captain said to me, oh, we go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the deep blue sea. So that is a really fun song, and it gets us moving a little bit, ready for our 3rd book. So we'll sing that again this month. All right, let's see what our 3rd and final book today is. Another book about cool girls who build. And that's one reason why I like this one. Just one, because there's lots of reasons. It's called The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. Ooh, wow. The Most Magnificent Thing. It comes to us from Kids Can Press. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. She makes things. He unmakes things. One day, the little girl has a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time, easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. I guess the pup is the assistant. Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way to get to work. There they are. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even kind of sort of okay. It is all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she is finished, she stands up, takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds an antenna. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells stinky, of stinky cheese. But none of them are magnificent. Which one do you think is stinky cheese? I'm guessing that one. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. The anger gets her to faster work. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work. Her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work. Have you ever felt like that? Frustrated. Crunch! Oh! The pain starts in the finger, and then it rushes up to her brain, and she explodes. It's not her finest moment. I'm not good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. It's not much help at first. But before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising. They're all some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on one, the shape of another, the wheel to seat ratio on the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop a leak. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left, and it's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. It's a little car for the pooch. Just connect to her scooter. How fun. What a good idea. And she, you know what? She also did not give up. And I think that's the important thing to remember. Never give up, you guys. Never. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me for story time, and I will be back tomorrow at 10:30 for baby and toddler story time with some songs and rhymes and lap bounces and a couple books. And I'll be back again the following Wednesday for more stories. But until then, we always have to remember to wash our hands, okay? So we have to do our hand washing song. We'll do it twice. 1, 2, 3. Tops and bottoms, in between, rub them all together, now they're clean, squeaky clean. Again, tops and bottoms, in between, rub them all together, now they're clean, squeaky clean. Excellent, my friends. And then have a great week. And until next time, I will see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug. Blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon. Out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear. Wave goodbye, butterfly. I'll see you next time, friends. Bye, bye.